Publisher Fantasy Flight Games and designer Eric Lang have released XCOM the board game, and after playing it for 8 straight hours, I can see myself playing it a whole lot more. Hi guys, I'm Richard from TechRaptor.net, and this week I got a chance to play a lot of XCOM the board game. When you first open the box, you'll immediately notice the quality of the game. The cardboard tokens are thick and sturdy. The plastic figures have a level of detail we've come to expect from the high-end games. The cards are smooth, but don't have that annoying static cling that cards tend to get. The board itself is thick with a nice textured surface, and its layout is neat and organized. The artwork on everything is eye-catching, and everything about the game screams, "Play me!" And it's impossible to say no. For those of you familiar with the XCOM series of video games, this game is a perfect representation of running the XCOM base. For those of you who don't know about the video games, this is a tactical alien invasion defense game that bridges the gap between tabletop and video gaming. It's a co-op game with a team of up to 4 players throwing down against computer-controlled alien invasion. Players assume the roles of the commander, the central officer, the chief scientist, and the squad leader. Each position has certain tasks that they must do in order to defend the planet from the invading forces. Seems easy enough, right? Well, that's wrong. The game system uses an app available for PC, Mac, Android, and Apple devices that drives the pace and the events of the game with the tenacity and ruthlessness of Skynet wiping out the human race. Players randomly select an alien invasion plan, and the app tells them how to set up the game board. It then runs them through a phase of gameplay in which each player is given several tasks such as research, soldier management, or budgeting to complete in a set amount of time, anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds per task. Now, I know this doesn't sound like the most exciting gameplay, but when you're under an enforced time restriction and the app is buzzing at you to hurry up, it gets really intense. The timer makes the game move quickly. As the players don't always have the time to discuss each other's decisions, a large part of the challenge comes from all the players spending a set, very limited XCOM budget each round, and overspending is punished with extreme prejudice. In addition to their own actions, players are also given alien tasks that must be completed in order for the game to move forward. These tasks include spawning UFOs on the map, and assigning aliens to missions and to attack your base. After the high-speed timed phase, things slow down with the resolution phase of the game, in which they roll the dice to determine the outcome of their various tasks. This game does a great job keeping things simple by making the process the same for all the players, regardless of their role. Whether you're the lead scientist or the squad leader, you roll 1 or more dice to determine the XCOM successes, and 1 die to determine the alien success. In the game, players can roll the dice more than once when trying to complete a task, but the more they try, the harder it gets. This is based on a threat level and its relationship to the alien die. It may be a slower phase, but it's no less fun because you're rolling for your very lives. There's an alien die that if it gets a successful roll, it results in a loss of units for the humans, whether it be a soldier, interceptors, or scientists, all of which are devastating to the team. Of the entire game, this was the most challenging to me. But as a gamer, I enjoy a good challenge, and this really made the game worth it. This game has 2 loss scenarios, and only 1 win scenario, which make it a careful juggling act of priorities and resources. If the XCOM base is destroyed, it's game over. If 2 or more of the countries reach full orange panic mode at the end of the round, it's game over. And trust me, when the app tells you it's game over, it's depressingly game over. However, if players can survive long enough to complete the final mission objective, which is basically the Randy Quaid Hail Mary up yours kamikaze attack, then, and only then, is it victory for the XCOM project. You've saved the planet. These, along with the various alien invasion tactics, create a very punishing game. The app includes several difficulty levels that range from easy to expert, but if easy is any indication, expert will be like playing Tetris Grandmasters while blindfolded. It was a slight disappointment to find that the combat system is nothing like in the video game, but as I thought about it, I realized that it could be an entire board game in itself. It did do a wonderful job recreating the base management side of XCOM though, which is the part that really adds depth to the video game. The meat and potatoes of the game is the app that runs the whole thing. It makes you feel like you're in an actual war room staving off an alien invasion. It's like the developer said, board games are cool, but you know what's cooler? Video board games. Now, I know what you're thinking. The app will take away from the social experience of the board game. But after spending hours talking and strategizing with my friends, I can promise you that that is not the case. If anything, it puts the players on a more equal footing, so you don't have one player being the boss, because the app is now the boss. I know this sounds odd, but the developer did a great job making it work. The app itself is free, but it's useless without the game. It is operated by the player who is central command. The app gives them instructions, they relay the instructions to the other players. Then they relay the information from the other players back into the app. After each round of the game, you answer a couple questions that the app then uses to determine its next move. At times it feels like you're telling the enemy all your secrets. This app is also the alternative to the rulebook. Rather than reading the rules and trying to learn the game as you go, there is actually a tutorial mode that walks you through each task step by step. Play the tutorial. If you don't, you'll only be confused by the actual gameplay. And it's a good preparation for how challenging this game really is. And for those of you who like to check the rules mid-game to make sure you aren't doing something wrong, you can access the rule database anytime through the app, which makes it quicker than flipping through a rulebook to find what you need to know. This app has a simple interface that is controlled either using a mouse and a keyboard if you're running on a computer, or just a simple touchscreen on a mobile device. Having played on both, the mobile device is the best way to play. Also, the app drains battery life, so make sure you plug it in. And if you happen to have some speakers laying around, plug those bad boys into your device as well. The music and sound effects will make everything more intense. You can thank me later. The app joined with the board game is something I really hope to see more of in the future. It really has a lot of uses in RPGs and the like, but this game took it to the next level and I loved it. If you enjoy games that push your limit and make you constantly face unbeatable odds, this game is for you. If you like strategizing with others while hoping the dice don't screw you over, this game is for you. If you like the feel that the fate of humanity rests in your hands, this game is for you. However, if you're looking for a squad-based combat game or a quick, easy game, this is not the best choice. And maybe among our many tabletop game reviews here at TechRaptor, you can find something that is right up your alley. Guys, like all reviews out here, this is based off my own personal experience. But we would love to hear about your experience with the game, so let us know in the comment section below. Also hit subscribe for more gaming and tech news and reviews. Check out our full tabletop section at TechRaptor.net, and thank you for watching.